I held my fist out in anger. Kid, please sit down. This is hard for everyone. No, I won't sit. That's my partner, and you all watch them... You watch them die. We didn't watch them die. They got stabbed 3 times in the back. What the hell were we supposed to do? Dad barked. Exactly. They promised me they wouldn't fight anyone. They died saving those idiots. So you're saying you would rather have 3 people dead and not 1? Yes, that's what I'm fucking saying. Anything to have them back. They died, Dad. They died. I didn't even get a proper goodbye. Why was it barely hitting me that they were dead? Maybe it was because they texted me 3 hours ago. Dad looked at me and saw me wiping my eyes, crying into my hands. I found myself later crying onto his shoulder while he hugged me. Kid, before they died, they told me to tell you that they loved you. I didn't answer, I just stiffened. I pushed him off of me and walked out into the living room. I ran upstairs and grabbed my phone and wallet. I sprinted back down and past Dad. Where are you going? It's late. I need to fucking think. I can't stay here. I need to see them. Did you not listen to me, Hitoshi? They're gone. Their body isn't even at a hospital. You won't see them. I turned around and he saw my stained red cheeks. Dad, you don't get it. That was my partner. I was supposed to spend the rest of my damn life with them. Actually, I know how you feel, son. We both lost a person we loved. So don't think for 1 second that you're the only one, he yelled. Why did he have to bring up Mom? I scoffed and slammed the door shut, running out. I don't even know where I was running to. My legs took me to a park. Not just any park. A park where I first met them. I stopped in my tracks when I saw everything that still looked the same. I couldn't even see anything. My tears were blocking out everything. Shinsou, get back here, silly. I jumped at the voice in front of me. I opened my eyes and saw 2 children. They were chasing each other. One had my hair color, the other had Listener's. No way you'll ever get me, Listener, the little boy laughed. What? I whispered. I blinked again, but they were still there, but taller. Shinsou-chan, push me. I'm too short to swing by myself. Okay, hold on tight. I watched as the boy pushed them, laughing uncontrollably. I didn't even realize what I was looking at. It's them. I ran towards them. Listener, it's me, Hitoshi, I yelled, waving my hand. I stopped and hugged the figure, but then the figure vanished into smoke, disappearing. No. Listener, you promised me. You said you would be just fine, I sobbed, resting my forehead onto the swing. I started to tug at my hair, feeling my heart slowly rip in half. I had never felt this much pain. Why can't it just stop? Why did they leave? They lied. My own partner lied. 1 week later, 3rd-person point of view. Listener, their name was all over the news. Nothing else. If it wasn't them they were talking about, it was the villain attack, and the villain known as Moonfish responsible for their death. No one was ever the same after their death, especially Class 1A. School was cancelled for 1 week, knowing the students would most likely not show up to class. Izuku cried almost every second, and if he wasn't crying, he was sleeping. He always wore his all-white sweater that Listener bought for him for his birthday. Katsuki couldn't sleep. He just stayed up all night. The image of Listener's body falling into Izuku's hands replayed over and over. Shoto, well, he always had to comfort Izuku. Sometimes Izuku let Shoto cry into his shoulder, but that wasn't every day. Hitoshi, he was broken, hurt, depressed, scattered. He never felt any pain like it before, and it hurt him so much. Everyone tried their best to comfort him, but he just told them to leave him alone. He didn't want anyone's pity, he just wanted Listener back, but he knew it would be impossible. He knew no one with a rewind quirk. He knew no one with a zombie quirk, so nothing helped. There he laid on his bed, fumbling with his hero mask. The school allowed him to take it home for coping reasons, and it kinda worked. It helped him get his mind off of everything and make funny comments using someone's voice, mostly Katsuki's. A sudden thought came to mind, making him freeze. All he wanted to hear was their voice again. He did watch videos of them being stupid together, but it wasn't enough. He let out a sad sigh, slipping his mask on. Okay, focus, Hitoshi thought to himself. He lightly closed his eyes, thinking of what they said a lot. The boy opened his mouth to speak. Here we go. Hitoshi, I'm sorry, talk to me, cutie. Hitoshi gasped a bit, mocking their words when they were video calling the night that they died. I can't promise you that I won't save anyone, Hitoshi. He mocked again, his chest becoming tight as he thought of them saving the other boys. Tears started streaming down one by one. I would never leave you, and you know that. You're so stupid sometimes, you know that, right? Hitoshi closed his eyes and smiled, crying while doing so. He gripped the bed sheets and his head hung low. Quiet sobs could be heard from his mouth. I promise I'll stay with you. Those words made me lose it. He started to chuckle a bit, but started crying once again. He knitted his eyebrows together, taking off his mask and throwing it to the ground. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, listener. 1:48 a.m. Bing! Hitoshi shot up his head, shocked by the sudden noise. He took about 6 seconds to process his whereabouts before grabbing his cell phone. Unknown, go outside right now. Hitoshi paused for a moment, a million questions going through his head before he started to reply. Hitoshi, who the hell is this? A couple seconds later. Bakugo, go outside. Hitoshi, this better be good. The indigo-haired boy sighed, throwing his phone onto the bed, putting on his shoes before unlocking his window and slipping out of it. He looked down from the roof and saw a familiar figure. Dear shit, what does he want? After stumbling off the roof, he landed safely on the wet cement. Wet because it was sprinkling some rain. Make this quick, I have sleeping to do, Hitoshi spoke first, walking towards the ash-blonde boy. Whatever. Look, I'm sorry about what happened. I'm sorry about everything. Is that why I'm out here right now? So I can feel pitied? Hitoshi interrupted, raising an eyebrow. Just listen, eyebags. Hey, don't call me that. Just because they called me, it doesn't mean shit for you calling me that. I don't care. Why are you being so normal? Why is everyone around me acting like they've been gone? Katsuki's voice cracked, making Hitoshi's eyes widen. Everyone is sad, sure, but... Hitoshi waited for him to finish, but he just stopped and broke down. Was he holding in all of his feelings? Did he have no one to talk to? Hitoshi thought, staring softly at him. It's just so hard living like this. I can't even set down my damn bag without thinking it was their body falling. Bakugo, listen, No, you listen. He flinched with a sudden sadness in Bakugo's throat. I can't stop it. I can't get the image out of my head. It's like it's constantly playing on loop. So what the hell am I supposed to do? Katsuki cried on the floor, the pouring rain pouring harder. Hitoshi froze, never seeing this side of Bakugo. He never bothered with him. He knew Bakugo took a liking to Listener because they knew how to calm him down and help him with his feelings. But now that they were gone, he felt like a lost dog without its owner. Hitoshi only knew him as the bastard who always fought with him, but now he was crying in front of him. Suddenly, Hitoshi's body started to run towards Katsuki's wet one. Unexpectedly, Hitoshi grabbed Katsuki and hugged him with tears flowing down from both of their eyes now. Katsuki started crying harder. It was what Listener always did to him. In that exact hugging position, too. Katsuki grabbed onto Hitoshi's hitty, still crying. I know, Bakugo. I know. It's hard when you have no one to talk to, Hitoshi whimpered, burying his head into Katsuki's shoulder. Katsuki let out a shaky breath. Yeah, I know too. And that right there began a new bond. Time skip. Kid, get up. Bakugo's here waiting for you, Aizawa told, waking up the boy. Hitoshi nodded, quickly getting up, putting on his uniform and shoes, and then heading out. It was the day that everyone had to go back to school. The school was holding a sort of Remember Me ceremony. So whether Hitoshi liked it or not, he was going. He didn't want to see everyone, but he had to go. Hey, Boom Boom Boy, Hitoshi greeted, a tiny grin growing onto his face. "Whatever, eyebags. You ready?" Katsuki asked. Hitoshi let out an airy breath, looking at the ground. "Yeah," he lied, walking past Katsuki.